As you can see on the screen right here, Bud Light is in some serious trouble after all their controversy with the Dylan Mulvaney stuff, putting Dylan Mulvaney on the face of a Bud Light can. Absolutely disgusting stuff from Bud Light, and they deserve this. They 100% deserve this. This is how companies should be treated. This is what should happen when companies do things like putting a fake woman on the cover of their cans, on the cover of their companies as the face of their companies. They're paying Dylan Mulvaney hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he's getting paid by multiple companies, by Nike, by Bud Light. There's a ton of other companies that he's getting paid for to be the face, to be a brand ambassador of these companies. For what? The only thing that he has going for him is he dresses up like a woman and plays a caricature of a woman, an extremely exaggerated version of a woman that there's no women that act like he does. There's none. And like the videos that he posts of him with the Bud Light cans in the bathtub with a bra on. Like, dude, it's the most disgusting, disturbing videos that I've seen in a very long time. Like, all of Dylan Mulvaney's videos are tough to watch. But that video of him in the bathtub with the Bud Light cans, I'm not even going to play it in this video because I'm sure you're tired of seeing it at this point. Every time I try to bring it up on stream or something, everybody in the chat's like, no, please don't bring it up. So I'm not going to bring it up in this video. But I remember watching that video while recording a video for the first time and reacting to it. And I was like, there's just something about this video that is way more disturbing than the rest of Dylan Mulvaney's videos. There's just something about it, man. It drains my energy seeing things like that, seeing Dylan Mulvaney be the face of Bud Light. But this does give me some energy back. Seeing their stock drop, this is what needs to happen whenever these companies make decisions like this. They need to be punished for it. They need to be shown that, the small, very vocal minority of people who are supporting Dylan Mulvaney and making Bud Light think that Dylan Mulvaney should be the face of their company. That small vocal minority is just that, a very, very small, very loud minority. And whenever you go against your customer base, whenever you go against the silent majority, this is what's going to happen. Your stock is going to drop. Hopefully it continues to drop. I haven't actually checked it today. This is a screenshot from Yellow Flash from yesterday. We also have this video from the VP of Bud Light, which there's rumors that she got fired. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. I wouldn't be shocked because of videos like this one right here from Clay Travis. Let's check this out.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And if we
You sure helped that, huh? You sure turned that around.
Do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what is evolve and elevate?
What do young people like nowadays? They like men dressing up, playing dress up as women. That's what young people like nowadays. That's what these older people think that all young people are like. I'm here to tell you that the people who are young, because I'm 24, I'm around these spaces that they're trying to capture. These people around my age are thinking the same way that I do, the same way that you are in this video right now. If they have a brain, they think like that. If they're in college and they get brainwashed, they're in these indoctrination camps, it might be a little bit different. Some of them probably do think the way that this person, the way that Bud Light thinks, that everybody else thinks, with wanting Dylan Mulvaney on the face of the can and all that stuff. Some of them probably do think like that, but the majority of us are not. The majority of us are definitely staying far away from Bud Light because of decisions like this. And you probably don't need me to tell you that. You probably know that most young people aren't absolute retards. But there are some, and they're very loud on social media. So that's why they get tricked into doing things like this.
It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men. And representation is at sort of the heart of evolution. You've got to see people who reflect you in the work. And we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor. And it was really important that we had another approach.
So they're trying to capture not just a frat boy audience, they're trying to capture the female audience and the younger audience. So what they do, instead of actually having a woman be on the can, they just have a man playing dress up as a woman in order to capture the female audience. How does that make any sense, man? This world is doomed. This world is doomed. Bring the asteroid, please. Clay Travis also says, when are brands going to stop paying people tens of millions of dollars who have no clue what their audience wants? These people legit destroy brands. These are the same people ESPN and Disney have hired too. They are totally lost. 100%, dude. That's exactly what came to mind whenever I started watching this as well. This is the same type of people who are running everything at Disney when it comes to the entertainment side of things, when it comes to the parks. They're driving it straight into the ground. Anything that Disney puts out nowadays is remastered just trash. Like, it's The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, everything that's coming out with Star Wars, everything that's coming out with Marvel. It's all just regurgitated, but it's whenever they spit it back out, whenever they regurgitate it, it's filled with this woke nonsense. It's filled with a bunch of BS. It's filled with a bunch of propaganda that nobody wants to see. And, you know, hopefully the numbers, and they have so far, for Bud Light, for Disney, for all these other companies, they are slowly starting to reflect the fact that people are just tired of this BS, dude. We just want to see good content. People just want to drink good beer. I don't drink beer, so I really don't give a shit about Bud Light. I don't really give a shit about any of that. I care about the propaganda. I care about the message that's being pushed. And I think the message that Bud Light is pushing, with Dylan Mulvaney being on the can, is absolutely disgusting. So I'll continue to not ever drink beer, including Bud Light. But I'm going to continue to spread this message and telling everybody that I know, not just on YouTube, but also in real life, to stop drinking that stuff. Stop buying Bud Light products. Stop buying Anheuser-Busch products. They deserve to have their stock drop off the face of the earth. They deserve that. And not only do they deserve it, but it's absolutely necessary that we start punishing these brands for pushing this absolute disgusting propaganda. A ton of these marketing and brand management hires don't actually do what's best for the brand, paying them tons of money. They try to get their left-wing friends who would never buy the brand to buy the brand, thereby alienating their core audience in the process. This would be like me saying Outkick will no longer focus on football because we want the lacrosse audience. It just boggles my mind how this keeps happening. It's true, man. 100% true. Here's DC Drano. It says on March 31st, Anheuser-Busch had a $132.38 billion market cap. As of today, it's now $128.4 billion. You know what that means? The woke Bud Light campaign has already shaved off nearly $4 billion in company value. Don't let the Dems lie to you. Conservative boycotts work. I agree that conservative boycotts can work. I don't think they always work, but I definitely think that they can work. If we all stick together and we go after one brand at a time, like Matt Walsh and Charlie Kirk were trying to say, if we all stick together, then we can accomplish good things. You know, we can make these stocks drop. We definitely can. But whenever we try to boycott every single company that's pushing this woke narrative, that's pushing this woke propaganda, that's a whole different story. You know, that's just not going to work. We can't boycott Disney, we can't boycott all these other, we can't boycott Disney, Bud Light, Sony, we can't boycott every single woke company because they're literally all woke nowadays. There's very, very few of them that we wouldn't be boycotting. But whenever something like this happens, whenever something absolutely disgusting, disturbing happens, like putting Dylan Mulvaney on the can of a Bud Light can, on the front of a Bud Light can, we need to all stick together and say, let's go ahead and ruin this company's stock to set an example. You know, let's stop buying, literally have a freeze. And there's other companies as well. There's Bud Light is causing so many fights at Kentucky Bar. The owner is considering dropping it from the menu. There's a lot of corner stores, a lot of bars and things like that out there. Individually owned businesses that are out there that's stopping buying Bud Light as well. It's not just individuals. It's also companies. It's also corner stores, gas stations, bars. All those kinds of things are also stopping buying these Bud Light cans or buying Bud Light in general in bulk. You know, these are probably big parts of the revenue. The bulk sales to bars and gas stations, corner stores, probably a big part of Bud Light's revenue. A lot of them are stopping buying it, dude. A lot of them. And probably a lot of them you won't even hear because they don't want to publicly say we're not buying Bud Light anymore because Dylan Mulvaney's on the can because that would hurt their business. Probably a lot of them are going to stop buying them and not ever say anything. We'll probably never hear about it. I think we'll continue to see this stock drop because of things like this mostly. But also the individuals out there, stop buying Bud Light. Don't buy it anymore. And also spread the message to everybody else that you know that has a brain, that has any sort of morals. Let everybody know what Bud Light is doing. And hopefully they stop. Hopefully they agree with us and they also stop buying Bud Light. And maybe they'll spread the message even further as well. Another thing that you can do to help spread this message is like the video, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think about this entire Bud Light, Dylan Mulvaney, Matt Walsh situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.